What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live here on Tuesday night for our panel conversation. As always, guys, we've missed a few, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to be hanging out with you guys tonight. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. I'm sorry for the 7-minute delay, but I'm glad that I can get on as soon as I possibly can. Had to make sure all the kids and babies were situated. Since YouTube hasn't been sending out my notifications like they should, we're going to give about a minute for people to come in the room before we get fully started. What's that, babe? They're playing cards in here. And where? In your office. All right. What's up, Finsanity? I see you, Havoc. What's going on, guys? And I'm going to make sure I drop the link as well. Let me see here. One moment, guys. What's up, Cammy? You going to hang out with me tonight and do the conversation? The little one in here playing with these little cards. What's up, Horsey Head, man? It's been a while. Well, it ain't been a while, but I'm glad to see you, homie. Flipside Fishing in the house. Elder Bruce Jones, man, checked out the service. Love you, man. And great word, brother. Much love to you, Rodney Atkins. Who is that? Simeon Watson. What's up, man? Airborne 2, present and accounted for. I don't know why Airborne don't have the mod, but we're going to fix that right now. Make sure Airborne has that wrench. Airborne been rocking with us for quite some time, man. Quite some time. What's up, C. Hopeful? What's wrong? Oh, mommy, she closed the door? Y'all give me a second. Let me help him out. Open it. It's right here, okay? Go ahead, okay? Oh, I didn't know. Go ahead, Cammy. Y'all playing Uno? Yeah, here. Okay. Cammy, let Cammy come back. All right, come on, Cammy. Come hang out with Daddy. Go, Cammy. Go, Cammy. Go. Come on. My bad, guys. Thanks for the patience. You know, the little one's running wild around here. I made a mistake and hit my youngest with the doors, trying to help him get out, but he's good. What's up, Larry, man? I see you.
Hey, TD, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. Say something real quick. I want to make sure there's not a delay.
Fids up. Can you hear me?
We're good. We're good.
Okay, that's awesome.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Mr. Havoc.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Great, man.
Much better now that we're together.
That's 100%. It's good to see everyone's face.
Mm-hmm. Man, me too, man. I'm happy to see you guys. How y'all doing, man?
Man, doing as best as we can, you know? It's a real crazy time, but
yep.
You know, fortunately, we have a very strong community, and we can. I'm telling you, particularly your community here on the TDPHINSTALK channel. It's been nothing but, you know, love and support the past few days. So, you know, really looking forward to for at least for a short amount of time getting to what we really love talking about. You know, I mean, that Dolphins football.
I know, but you know what? Yeah, I'm glad that we have the opportunity tonight to give everybody a little taste of what we all want to do anyway, which is enjoy that type of conversation. Because we have some good things to talk about tonight. I'm going to be picking several of you all's brain to get your thoughts on a whole bunch of different topics that are Miami Dolphins related. And we've had a busy day. Y'all make sure y'all check out TD Fans Talk in the morning. Wake up with TD. We got that going now, 7 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday. So not every morning. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. And we got a nightly lineup as well. We got Monday, Finsanity Mondays. Unfortunately, we couldn't have it yesterday because I was traveling. We have the Tuesday night panel conversation. We also got your boy Havoc. He's going to be riding with me tomorrow night. Right, Havoc?
100%, bro.
Wow.
Yes, and Thursday night details
I'm under curfew.
with
I don't have any
Wood.
choice.
What was that?
I'm under curfew. I don't have any choice.
Nah, I hear you.
Where you living,
New York City.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. No wonder why. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And we got Thursday night details with Dwayne Wood. He's finishing up on his move, so I'm happy for him. So all that's going pretty well. And then we got Friday nights where I beat up on everybody in Madden, so we got that going now. I sit back, talk football, talk whatever, and beat up on people in Madden, man. And see, the first week, which was last week, I said, you know what, TD, just run like 3 plays, make people think you're sorry, and just give them hope. It's too much going on in the world for you not to give people hope. So I took a few L's for the squad. I took a few L's for the team. All right. So everybody who beat me, don't get too happy because this Friday coming up, I want to see y'all again, and then we're gonna correct our wrongs. All right. So just y'all stay tuned for it.
That's TD, the humanitarian for you right there.
Letting everybody online.
Letting everybody online, man. Everybody online, you give them confidence. It's a crazy time right now. It's just TD the humanitarian right now. It's not just FINS talk.
Havoc, I'm glad that you see it, Havoc, because the guys that beat me, they really believe they beat me. But it's cool, they did. All that mattered was the end score. So we'll see Friday night. A lot of people gonna learn the hard way. I'll just put it like that. All right.
Well, I won't be participating. He's caught arthritis in the hand.
Oh man! Hey,
when Nintendo first came out, really nasty and all that stuff. But over the years, that's what old age you do.
When I grew up, I was a Super Nintendo guy. Man, Pete's Auto said, "Think my mom could beat TD." Wow.
Ooh, that's trash talking.
Man, it ain't trash talking. It ain't trash talking because his mom could probably beat him. so mom might have skills. We can't sit here and rule that out.
True.
But it's all good.
What else we see here?
It's all good. So what's up, fellas? How y'all life going? Everything good?
Man, we're just I think like everybody else, we're trying to find our place.
Yeah, we're at a, by the best way I can call it, we're at a standstill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think people thought we were at a standstill before. Now we really are in a place to sit down and reflect. Particularly, a lot of places are under curfew right now. Here in New York City, 8 p.m. you got to be indoors. So
wow.
Yeah. So the situation's real deep right now. But hopefully we can find a way forward. So everybody that should be treated fairly and everyone that deserves justice gets it.
Yeah, man. And this is one of them things, like I always say, time will tell. We just, honestly, I don't like to say, hey, we need time to move on because time is very valuable. But this is the first time in my life I wouldn't mind just fast forwarding a little, But
yeah, just a little bit. That's hard on you with kids, TD. I know. I didn't want to fast forward my time with my son. No way when he was growing up.
I know.
They grow up way too fast.
I have a full house, all 7 of us, so it's actually a beautiful thing. We're having fun. We went to Blue Springs today, which was pretty cool. It was really nice. I didn't know that they had a spring and underwater cave hole that's literally 140 feet deep, and it keeps going. It's just the deepest person to dive. It went 140 feet, so it's crazy.
That's intense. And if you really think about it, when else in our life are we ever going to have 2 months, 3 months to be around your family as much as we've been around our families? It's really as terrible as these times have been, there's always silver linings. And I think the time that many people who, have multiple jobs can spend with their family and really understand their family, that's a beautiful thing.
TD, how many of your kids are in the terrible teens? I just want to know.
Miles said 7. Wait, how many kids TD got? No, man. T Bluff will correct him, man. TD has 5 kids. I think, Miles. I have 5. And it ain't no situations of that I know of. No, I have 5, okay? I have 5 babies. My daughter just turned 15 last week. Okay.
Uh-oh.
My oldest son, I know, right? I'm out here teaching her how to drive every day. But anyway, my oldest son, he's 10. So and he'll be 11 coming up in about 3 months. And my middle child, I guess he's a leap year baby, February 29th.
Oh.
And he's 8. So and then y'all know, y'all see Carter in Camden all the time. Carter, he's turning gosh, how old is Carter? You see, that's when you know you got more than 2 kids.
How old is Carter? I have to give you there.
I know.
Birthday.
Yeah,
So,
it sounds like I remember when I was growing up, my dad used to say, "How old are you again?" It's like, oh, come on.
So, Carter will be 4 in August, actually. And then you got little Camden, the destruction, the walking destruction. He's the one with all the hair that everybody calls a girl, but he's a boy. So he's 2, almost 2.5 now. No, 2 and 3 months. So he's the little, oh my gosh, he does what he wants when he wants. It's just crazy, man.
Man, those are the rules.
Somebody said, bring out the shotgun, TD. No, I ain't got to bring out the shotgun.
Yeah, I'm glad I only had a son, because that would have been beat to the T. First of all, a little girl will owe me. You know, I'm the kind of guy, you know, I come out across as being a rough, tough guy, but I always have soft heart for the ladies, you know.
Man, I'm getting to the point now where I'm trying to tell myself that I want to tell her no sometimes. Yeah. But I still can't.
Yeah.
I want this. You know how much that costs? Yeah, it's this. No, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, man. And I don't have to get the shotgun out. I just give her one. You know, that's easy.
That's it.
You know. You give her one. You give her one up here, okay? All right. So, TD, I know how it is running a YouTube channel with kids, and it's a lot of work to balance it all. But you've got a good heart, man, and I wish many blessings to you and your fam. I appreciate that video resources, and yeah, you're right. It definitely is hard, man. Y'all don't understand. When I go live, half the time I'm sneaking to go live. Half the time I'm like, please, I got some good stuff. Oh my gosh, I saw Xavier Howard get burnt on tape. Let me go live. No, I'm just playing. Oh man, but no, it's all good, man. But this life, I ain't gonna lie, it does get very busy, y'all. But waking up with TD is a blessing, because I let the kids, I mean, with this quarantine stuff, I let them stay up as late as they want. That way they sleep in. And I can get TD in the morning done. When that's over, I'm going to make breakfast and they're starting to wake up. So it's perfect timing.
Gotta strategize, you know?
Man, we had a fun-filled day. I'm surprised I got to sneak to go stream earlier today in the middle of the day, but we got it done, man. He stay hating on X, LMAO. Hey, X be hating on himself with getting burnt. But man, all right, never mind. Let me stop. Y'all,
it's a new season. It's a new season.
Right on. Yeah. Hey, so TD, how are you gonna? You're gonna have a wake up with TD every morning,
Monday through Friday.
Wow. How you gonna come up with topics? Just
it's easy.
Curiosity.
It's easy. Which I have to understand. 90% of the time when I go live, I don't know what I'm going live about.
Gotcha.
You know, like it's so easy now for me to go live and talk about stuff, because I think what we like, I be meaning it when I say we have a family relationship. We all feed off of each other. We all feed off of each other, and there is endless conversations and topics. I mean, somebody can put a question in the comment section right now that'll have us gone for 2 hours. You know, so
I know.
Yeah, man. If you just let it flow and you go, it's fun. Like I've had some of my most insightful streams on TD in the morning when I used to do it in my old place, because we moved in March. I used to I would go live and I would just talk about some stuff and my mind would just be going, and I would clear out the fact that I'm live and I would just dive deep in my brain and just go. And then I start reading the comment section. They like, whoa. He's spitting the truth and this and that and this. I be like, all right, don't start feeling yourself, TD. But no, man, I enjoy this, man. Y'all don't understand. Like this is something I love to do. I love doing this. And Engraven just hopped in the comment section. He said those are the best live streams when they aren't even planned out. Exactly, man. You just hit the button. Like tonight, I'll be honest with you. Tonight, I got some things for us to talk about. It's just a matter of if we're even going to talk about them. Because when I said, okay, I thought to myself, okay, let me format the show tonight. Then I was like, let me just hit the button. And we went live. Let's roll. You know, I mean, we have a community here. We have a family. I just wish YouTube didn't mess up my notifications because everybody's emailing me over the last 5 days saying they haven't gotten any notification. And even right now, 67 are in the room. Obviously, people aren't getting the notifications. So it takes time for people to say, oh, TD Live and stuff like that. And they do this like once every 3 months or something. This happens, man. And it's like, I don't know why they do that, but it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, people start coming as they come. We need all the FGQPMHS community on the stream. We will, man.
You know,
you have to set all your notifications to all. They have Engraven. I've done the research with people. I've actually tested it today. When I went live in the middle of the day, I was working with one of the subscribers and I walked them through doing it the right way. And I went live and we were texting while I was live. They still didn't get it. It happens to me like every 3 months. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I haven't gotten mine yet. Can you believe it? I'm checking. I still haven't gotten it yet.
They also give me community strikes here and there. And then I challenge them and they like, oh, we're sorry. Basically, it wasn't a community strike. I get those too. But it's all good, man.
You know, TD,
it's all good.
Can you educate us, TD? What constitutes a community strike?
Community strike is when Havoc goes off the rails and start cursing.
That's me. That's my profile.
Wait a minute, I thought that was
I'm going off the rails all times.
Hey, no. Most community strikes are now. Some of them are valid. Like when people make me real mad, and I gotta actually show y'all film on the stream. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. So when you're showing someone else's content, that's a community strike. You get 3 community strikes and your live stream is shut down. It's shut down for 90 days.
Yeah.
Y'all, and it's happened to me twice. It's in the 2-year period, TDPHINSTALK couldn't go live for 90 days twice. If you've been here long enough, you remember that. I had to start a separate channel where I told everybody go subscribe to for the live. That was the TD Sports Talk channel. I told everybody like on game days and when I would go live, hey, I'm live over here now. So that channel has like 1,200 subscribers too. So,
you know, TD, I was thinking when you talk about how you can just go on and just start talking, you know, I think if people wanted the usual, the regular, you know, you can go to ESPN, you can go to the newspaper websites for that. But I think when what separates you is the heart. You know, when you come in from the fans' perspective and you understand what the fans are paying attention to, when the media only want to talk about the quarterback, but we want to talk about the trenches. You know, that's the kind of talk that I think people tune in for. But also, you know, you're very, very open about yourself and your family, and you know that's a great way to connect the family together. It's for us to not just be people on the screen, but for us to be, you know, whole people.
Yeah, I never see y'all or anybody in the comment section as, oh, they're a subscriber. I mean, those words may come out sometimes, and I'm conscious of making sure that I try my best not to, because I don't see it that way. Like, I don't do this for the count. I don't do this for money, but it is greatly appreciated. As I always say, I got 5 kids. All right. So y'all understand. And this is what I do now. This is what I do. I decided, you know what? I don't want to go back into corporate America. I'm going to do what I love. I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to build a family. I'm going to build a community, and I'm going to love it. And this is what I do. What's wrong? See,
more family.
Watch this. Watch this. What mommy do?
Mom stuck in the game. Stuck
She took your cards away from you?
No, it's stuck.
It's stuck?
Yeah.
What's stuck?
Mommy is stuck.
Mommy stuck?
Yes.
Oh, Mommy? Carter said you're stuck. What does that mean? Oh, you set a trap so he couldn't get out? Is he destroying y'all Uno game? Stop putting him in TDPHINSTALK prison. She locked him in a room with me because mommy's playing Uno. Mommy's playing Uno with the 15-year-old, the 10-year-old, and the 8-year-old, and the 2-year-old and 4-year-old is like, no, you're not. They basically reaching down, grabbing cards, throwing them. So she tried to lock him in here, and they don't want to be locked in here. So, okay, the door just closed. I'm free again.
You know, I think Miles just insulted us. He calls this is the ESPN for Dolphin footballs. Come on. I think he insulted us.
So much more than that.
Insulted?
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah, I feel insulted. ESPN is nothing to me.
I'm not gonna feel insulted. I'm gonna take it all as a compliment, man. Because at the end of the day, they built something massive, and y'all don't understand like my visions. It's possible though, guys. It's possible though. You know what? And this is a good time to have. Let me give y'all a little bit of my vision. So, and this is for everybody watching. So, TDPHINSTALK is on YouTube, and I'm on here. I'm doing my thing, whatever, right? But this isn't my vision. My vision isn't, hello, thank you for tuning in to TDPHINSTALK every single time you see that this channel goes live. What I try to help people understand is there's a reason why when people come in on this platform and I hear them articulate themselves very well, like you two gentlemen do and many others, and they know what they're talking about and they have a passion for this, I make sure that I understand I'm no better than them. They're no better than me. We're all one, right? But I also look at it as these are platforms and these are opportunities. This is why Finsanity Monday, you know, that's Finsanity's show. I'm just on it, you know. Tuesday night panel conversation. It's my show, but people are on it. Wednesday nights with Havoc, and we're gonna get a catchy name, Havoc. That's Havoc. That's gonna be Havoc's show. I'm just on it, you know. Thursday night details with Dwayne Wood. That's Dwayne's show. I'm just on it. And at some point, who knows? I may not be on it. They're running their show. And it's on this platform. And the only thing, people think, oh, TD's growing and he's blowing up. I mean, YouTube money ain't what people think. It's not like I got 1 million subscribers and I'm making, you know, $1,000 every video and nothing even thoughtful of that, you know? But at the same token, what it does show you is the potential and the opportunity that it could be.
Sure.
And I always think bigger than myself. And who knows, I would love one day to be able to say, Finsanity, man, I need you to take over Mondays and I would be able to give you this. You know, Havoc, I could, or who else? That's why I always open it up. If you're interested in talking Dolphin football and you want to be a part of what we're doing at TDPHINSTALK, this is the minuscule stages. But you never know where this can turn out, you know? The person with the most subscribers on YouTube now has a show on Netflix. And I'll let y'all in on a secret. And it ain't even a secret because somebody can go ahead and do it even just because I said it. I don't care because what God has for me is for me. But who knows? Who knows if ESPN said, I mean, not ESPN, Netflix said we want our own sports in Netflix. We want to have the top YouTuber or this and that from every team on Netflix. Why couldn't those type of things be a vision, or Facebook or this or that or Hulu or whatever? You never know.
You know, you got that TD, NFL Network. NFL Network.
Even NFL Network, don't just have it those ex-players, you know?
Yeah, just, you know? Would it be wonderful if a 1 hour a week were dedicated to teams, community like us, where people that are not in about, let's say, Seattle Seahawks football. Okay, we can't get the real deal from the network, ESPN, because they're too busy covering the pretty boys like the Russell Wilsons of the world. They don't talk about that right guard and what it means. It would be awesome if they did that, because there's 24-hour programming, so they have to. It's dirt cheap, and that would spur interest and should get good viewers. Just for a team-to-team basis. But, I think that would be an awesome idea. Network is tailor-made for that.
And they're out here, filling up that time with, infomercials, trying to sell y'all pizza ovens, trying to sell y'all rotisserie grills. That'd be beautiful if, maybe during the in-between hours, you can get Miami Dolphins talk. You can get Baltimore Ravens talk. You can get, you got to see it. You got to see it before they see it.
That's what I'm saying. And that's how my mind works. So, and I don't, and that's why, I'm not the type of person, I'm going to keep it to myself and I'm going to try to execute it. Well, like I said, what God has for me is for me. So I'm just doing me and I'm living my life and I'm following my faith, and who knows where that's going to turn out. Rip Tupac says, so TD, you got another job besides this? I have several jobs, Rip. This is one. My other is raising my children. And number 3 is being a great husband as best as I can, because I wasn't always the greatest person in this earth. And God still ain't done with me yet, but I'm a whole lot better.
And don't worry about that.
I'm also a bit, to answer your question, really, Rip, I'm also a business owner. Okay. I also have my own corporation and I'm working things under that umbrella and trying to make all those avenues bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm a business owner. So no, I don't actually get up in the morning, drive to work and do this. I did for a while. Soon as I graduated college, I went into corporate America for 8 years, climbed up the management trail, did very well, did very successful. But one thing about me, I have this weakness that's also a strength. I can't stand being around something that don't care about striving for perfection, because I don't believe in perfection, but I do believe in the closest thing to it, whatever that is. I don't believe in perfection, but I do believe in the closest thing to it, whatever that is. And I don't want to ever see it, because I want to always strive for it. So I never want to see it.
Like the great Shula said, strive for perfection.
Yeah, that's ultimately that's what a good life is about. It's not attaining perfection; it's the struggle to become perfect. Okay, in that struggle, and one of the ideas, which in football, in business, when I used to help businesses, you set up a goal, even though in your mind it may not be achievable. You got to strive for that goal, because along that path you'll achieve a lot of success. Okay, do not set up a low standard, because invariably, whether it's in life, it's in business, if you set up a low standard, you'll never go beyond that standard, because you yourself have held you back from achieving higher. Okay? So it's like sports. I always say, what is the goal of this football team? It's to win the Super Bowl. Okay, it's not to win tomorrow's game. It's to win the Super Bowl. And like in business, when they say, look, I need to turn it around, I ask them, okay, what did you do today to help you turn around your business for tomorrow? So I don't like when coaches says, all I care about is winning the next football game. No, that's your number one responsibility, but your secondary responsibility is the future also. What have you done to improve? That's why you get into the argument. coaches say, oh, we got to play the best player that gives you the best chance to win. Yeah, except for when they lose those games. And what did you learn? What the player that's going to help you ultimately get that goal, that's the ultimate goal. What did he learn from that game? Nothing. Okay. And it is a tough thing. Okay. And getting into that, like when you're going to start Tua, people are putting down, well, Fitzpatrick earned the right to start this year, right? What? This is a new year. He has earned squat.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how?
Yeah, and if you're going to tell me, well, he's a little bit better, but if he's only a little bit better because he's experienced, well, first of all, stop right there for people who don't know any better, right? If experience was the only factor, a lot of rookies won't start until their 4th and 5th year and never achieve pro, because they're always going to come up against an experienced veteran. Okay.
Sure.
Bottom line is this: you got it. It's a fine line that you play when is more beneficial to start a rookie and let him learn than when to start a veteran. First of all, if you're not contending for a Super Bowl or a playoff, why even give a veteran that option if you have a rookie that potentially could be better? Okay. And that's one of the points here. People are saying, oh, we're potentially, what are the odds guys are going to make the playoffs? Not good. Okay. And if we do, we'll probably get our butts kicked out. Unless it's Tua and the kids that are doing it. Okay.
Sure.
So, let's just say that's what it is. But I'm sorry, I got off track here. But the point I'm making is you're absolutely right. You strive for perfection. You do it in the business world, sports world, and in life. Okay. You got to be a better human beings. Okay.
I'm just consumed with myself now and understanding that I live majority of my life ignorant. Okay. And I mean that I've come to the conclusion, I humbly can tell you all that I lived majority of my life ignorant. And I'm glad that I realized that 6 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, it's just so much you don't know in life and you think you know it all until, and I mean, guys, I'm from South Florida, okay? Born and raised, and I wasn't from the suburbs. I wasn't from the greatest area. I also wasn't from the roughest area.
Where are you from, South Florida?
Hollywood.
I'm from Pembroke Pines. Major down the street from me.
Well, you had it even a little better than me, Havoc. So
I had the best. I grew up in the South Bronx, and during those times of I lived a couple. Now, some people might know this, but I only lived a couple of blocks away from Precinct 13.
Hey.
I like that movie, by the way.
Yeah, that movie. Let me tell you, this is true, right? That movie was so tough. Very rarely the cops came out with no less than 3 people at a time, because a solo cop never in that neighborhood back then, even 2 never. That's how bad it was there. It's a neighborhood I grew up with a couple of famous other Puerto Ricans that some of you might have heard of, Geraldo Rivera and Sawyer Sotomayor, the Supreme Court justice.
Okay.
Also grew up in my neighborhood. So yeah.
But how it happened for me when I was growing up, and I guess I'm letting y'all into who I am as a person and how I was raised right now. So I always think this to myself, and I talk to myself, and not in a crazy way, but I talk to myself and I say, man, God bless me the way that I was raised, because I was raised up in not a bad area, but it also wasn't a good area, and it also was a bad area. But so I was raised up in an era where gangs in South Florida started to become more prevalent. You had them guys in Miami, which they had they're all different cliques.
Ooh, man,
I'm in South Broward area, not the high school, but I went to high school in Hollandale, Florida, which is literally across the street from Hollywood, Florida. And then you had Liberia, Dania, which is the next one over. And I grew up with, the gangs were my age in middle school and high school. I mean, the people who were doing most of the stuff were 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And there were rivals all through it. Hollandale they would have shootouts with Hollywood and Dania. So imagine living in Hollywood, having to go to high school at Hollandale because it's in your, district or whatever. Yeah. And I never associated myself into problems. But I also hung out with everybody who did associate themselves with problems. I was like that cool guy from elementary, middle, and high school. I was the cool guy who I am not rolling with y'all, but in school we all good. It was a different story. It was a different story when the bell rung after school and everybody outside the gate fighting, then people shooting and stuff like that. Like let me tell y'all something. Y'all like, people say, do you remember where you were during 9/11, right? Do you know what was happening when I was in high school during 9/11? Do you know that our high school shut down 30 minutes before 9/11 shut down the whole county? Why? Because there was a shooting in the back of the school. A shooting in the back of the school. And we shut down, And we didn't know that it was 9/11 until about like 3 p.m. Because we thought we were shut down all day because of the shooting, which we were originally. And then we had to all evacuate the building and go to the football field because 9/11 had taken place. So I grew up in an area where things weren't great, but I also didn't have to get involved with all the non-great things, even though all my friends were involved in the non-great things. Yep. So, and it gave me a perfect balance. It gave me structure in my life to be able to communicate to all people. I think that's my biggest strength in this world. I can communicate with all people. I can go to this place. I can go to that place. I can go. I am a chameleon. I am literally a chameleon. And that's in my verbiage, my behaviors, my actions, and my entire life. I am a chameleon. And it's the biggest blessing because I find so much peace in being able to communicate with everyone who other people feel are different from them and they just stay away from. Because it helped me learn that where you're from can shape who you become. It doesn't, you still got decisions to make in your life, but where you're from can shape who you become. And that's why I love everybody. I love everybody in this life. You know, good, TD, bad, no matter, man.
You know, TD, it's interesting because we're from the same area. I went to high school out there in Hollywood at MacArthur. You know,
MacArthur.
Yeah, hey, me and my sister, we both went to MacArthur, and you know, it's interesting that you bring up being a chameleon because you know, if anyone's aware of the South Broward area. You know, everyone's mixed up all over the place, you know, especially if you go to a place like Miami, things are a little more segregated. But in Broward, you know, we all more together. And when you grow up that way, you learn organically how to communicate with everybody because we all live in amongst each other. And especially, you know, the high school thing resonated with me because, you know, I wasn't necessarily the greatest student, but I wasn't in with the rough crowd. But I think you in the rough crowd because you never know if something happens. You may need to be, hey, yo, remember I helped you out with that test? You know, those are the type of relationships that you have to cultivate because a lot of times, you know, even talking about being at MacArthur, you know, I was held up there. You know, I almost got stabbed once, and I was just like a regular dude. I wasn't looking for action. So, you know, I fully understand what you're saying. You got to be able to broker that peace with everybody because we all in it together.
Hey, you just reminded me of something. There's one thing that plays in my head all the time about my childhood because, like I said, gangs were pretty prevalent in my area, right? So I hung out with guys in Hollandale. I hung out with guys in Hollywood, right? But they were just always at war with each other, shooting and everything. It was just crazy, man. We lost some people over stupid stuff. And I'll never forget, one day, it was almost a riot in high school. Hollandale and Hollywood were just tearing everything up. They were fighting after every period. And I remember they said after school, because our high school was in Hollandale. That was the thing. People who lived in Hollywood had to go across into what many would call enemy territory to go to high school. And I'm from Hollywood. So, but I never worried about that because like I said, I'm good with everybody. So I'll never forget, man, we left school one day and it was like 40 guys from Hollandale just out there. And it's also the guys who already graduated because again, it's gang related, you know? So they're out there too. Anybody from Hollywood about to cross the street, they jumping on them, you know? And I'll never forget, man, I'm walking out the gate and I see them outside the gate, literally just destroying one of the friends, the many friends that I have. And like, anybody else from Hollywood? And I'll never forget walking out that gate. And I had no fear. Yeah, I'm from Hollywood. I said, they were like, oh, you from Hollywood, ain't you? I said, yeah, I am. And I'll never forget, one of the guys was like, man, y'all don't mess with him. That's a little Thomas brother. Because my brother in elementary school, I don't know what it was. I was a little kid. He was in fifth grade when I was in third grade or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it was, but everybody respected my big brother, and everybody, they rolled with my brother no matter where he was from. He was actually like that alpha type in fifth grade, and they always referred to him as Lil Thomas. But my brother in the sixth grade, right? His first day of middle school, because if y'all don't know, middle school starts in the sixth grade in South Florida. In a lot of states, it starts in like the seventh grade or something. But in Florida, it starts in the sixth grade. I'll never forget this. This is when my entire life changed. In the sixth grade, I was in the fourth grade. My brother would leave. My brother is supposed to leave middle school, and he was supposed to come pick me and my little sister up from elementary school. Because they got out like 10 minutes early, and we were out there waiting, and he never came. And one of the girls that was in the class with him, she said, "What's going on with your brother? Is he okay?" And when me and my little sister, we were out there like, "I don't know. What are you talking about? We're waiting on him." And she told us that your brother came into second period. This was the very first day of school, of middle school for him. She said, your brother came into sixth period in middle school. And she said, the teacher, he came in like 30 minutes late, and the teacher asked him, "Where you been?" And my brother told the teacher he was flying around the school. And I'll put it like this. My brother had never been the same since that point. So my brother, he deals with certain things mentally. I'll put it like that. But that's when my whole life changed. You have a big brother, and next thing you know, all of a sudden, things just change automatically in your life. And that's when my mom and my parents found God. Or I would like to say he found them. And that gave me a whole nother level of balance, literally being raised in what many would call the hood somewhat, but then having a good foundation of spirituality, which we resented at first, because growing up, it was like we're used to 50 people in the yard playing cards, drinking, smoking, doing all of that, family time, having a good time, to our whole life changing, so it's like in my life, I feel like I've been through it all, the fails, the falls. It's crazy. And it just, I just look at my life experiences, and I've been through so much in so many different ways. I've experienced a little of everything. And that's why my relation to everyone is so strong. Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even know half of my adult life. So, and as we go on this channel, y'all will know more and more about me, man. But I've been through life to a degree. And I mean, I was working since I was 9 years old. Literally. I paid for everything in my life since I was 9 years old. My daddy would let me go to work with him 8 hours a day, making $5 an hour back when I was that young. And I would work all summer and pay for my school clothes and different things like that, and I've always been that self-independent person in that regards. But I took pride in it, so it's just a lot that I've been through. But it's a beautiful thing when I look back, how it shaped me and what it's done to me. I'm no type of person that always reflect on my past and how it made me become the person that I am today. And that ain't to say that I'm the greatest person today. I don't know. I don't judge my own life. I just live it and let God control it. And I still have my shortcomings, but at the end of the day, I have my relationship with him individually. So, and that's what everybody I think should have. But that's everybody's business. But I just love life, man. And I've gotten to a point from a living standpoint. When I was a high school teacher, I used to ask those students, because I taught biology, physics, and economics. I taught those three subjects. And there were times where I wouldn't teach class for a whole week. I would just talk to the students. And they, at first when I get a new class, they'll look at you, or you're a teacher, you're stiff, whatever. And I start talking to them like they talk, because I can relate to anybody, any age group, it doesn't matter. And I'm talking to these kids about life, and I'm like, there's one thing that I've always held on to in life. we've all heard, if you're anything around my age, you could be anything you want to be if you just work hard at it, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, yeah. But then I started to ask myself in life, who's ever really tried? I don't know many people in my life that has actually really tried to be anything they wanted to be. So, and people have this nonchalant attitude of, you could be anything you want to be. Yeah. Because I remember that's how I was growing up. That's how my friends were when they were growing up. When people told us we could be anything we want to be if we just put the work in, and we'd be like, yeah, okay, thank you. But in our mind, okay. But who in my life has actually tried? And then I start to research people who became the anything they wanted to be. And the difference in this world is people who just go out and try.
That's it.
But do you know that like 99% of the people just don't? They talk to themselves about all the doubts in the world.
Yep.
This channel alone, do you know when I first started this channel? Think about the million things that can go through a person's head when they start a YouTube channel. What if people don't like me? What now? This wasn't me because I could care less. The biggest blessing that I got in my life, not the biggest, but I call everything the biggest blessing. But one of the biggest blessings I got in my life is realizing that it is none of my business what other people think about me.
That's a fact.
It is none of my business what other people think about me. And that's what holds people back, worrying about what everybody else is going to think about them. I tell people in the comment section all the time, come on the show. And I can guarantee you a lot of people in the comment section like, but what if they don't like how I look? What if they don't like? Come on. It ain't none of your business what other people think about you. That's why we waste money, because we're trying to impress other people. That's why we don't do the things that we could be doing to better our lives, because we're worried about what other people think. Just do you. You know, the only thing that you can do in this world is you, and you can do it better than anybody else. That is your advantage in life, doing you better than anybody else. So why are you letting other people stop you from doing that? So many people, I want to start a channel, but, I don't know. That's why I encourage all y'all, start your own platform. Start over here. If that's going to help you out, start right here. Let's roll. Let's have some fun. But at some point, and I've done this with almost everybody, Reason, EM, everybody that's been on this channel, I've encouraged, hey man, have you ever considered starting your own channel? This ain't to kick you off mine. It's just that, man, you got a valuable voice. You might want to, let people hear you, bro. Because I'm not doing it. This ain't a competition for me. I don't do this for nobody's approval. I do this because this is also something that balances my life and I get to enjoy, because I could be out here riding the streets doing other stuff. But this is what I enjoy. This is what balances me. It ain't easy being a parent. It ain't easy going to work 9 to 5 like I used to do. It ain't easy living check to check like I used to do. It ain't easy living life. So I say that, y'all, to tell y'all, go live life. That's the most important thing. I tell people the most important thing, the most valuable thing in this world is time. Because you can't buy more of it. And one of my favorite rappers, I always quote him on this. He said it recently. If we could buy time, every store would sell it. You can't buy it. So make the most out of the time you have now, because you don't know how much. And that's the thing. You can't buy it. And not only can you not buy it, you don't even know how much you have. So you have to take advantage of every moment and not care what other people think about you. Once again, it is none of your freaking business what other people think about you.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they paying your bills. If they paying your bills, hey, ain't nothing wrong with getting a little bit of insight. If any of y'all want to pay my bills, I'll consider what you think about me. Any volunteers?
I don't see the hands up, TD.
Huh?
I don't see the hands up. I don't see the volunteers.
Exactly, man. If there's volunteers that want to pay my bills, I'll consider. And that don't mean I'm going to care about what you think about me, but I'll consider it. Or I'll act like I do. I'll act like I do. Come on, y'all.
I think when you come from, me and you, we come from not necessarily the same city, but similar area. I went to high school and middle school out there in Hollywood, so I've been around there for a large amount of my life. And when you come from very humble circumstances, you may not have all the skills that you may need to handle life right away as an adult. But progress is just about identifying when you're wrong, being honest with yourself. When you're wrong, be the first person to say I'm wrong, so you can progress, so you can take that step forward, and over time you can change your trajectory, and you can change the trajectory of your family, and you can elevate yourself and everyone around you. But you have to, and I've been a professional chef my whole life, but last year I had my own show where I was talking to famous chefs about diversity and the issues that we face in the hospitality industry, and no one told me how to do it. No one told me I had to do it, but I just did it because I felt I could do it. And as time went on, I realized I don't need a certification. I don't need validation. If I feel I can do it, I can do it. And moving forward, especially when I look at your channel, it's just a matter of everybody has a unique voice, and there's a place for every unique voice to be heard. And if you feel that you have a unique voice, have it heard. Have it heard.
Yeah,
I agree. Listen, man, I agree with that. And don't be shy. Come on, TD is an open door. That back door is open. Mm-hmm. It's an open door, bro.
Yeah, and, TD. That's one of the things I want to talk to the other people out there. One of the things I love about your channel is you let us come out and participate. And really, I'm kind of disappointed. We've got so many people out there that in the chat, come on board. I want to learn from you. You know what? Believe it or not, I get tired of hearing my voice. Okay? And I even get tired of hearing TD's voice all the time. I want to hear from you guys. And guess what? I don't know everything. TD don't know everything. A lot of things I learn from people like you to bring insight in the chat. Bring it out here. Come on, guys. This is part of the fun. You don't need TD just to be in chat all the time. Okay?
And let me say this, Larry, because I appreciate you saying that. But I like last_name_bird01. It just said, man, this is TD Life Talk instead of TD Fans Talk. And I'm not going to assume the tone of which this individual is saying this. But I do want to be clear with people. Right now, it's whatever talk you want it to be. Mm-hmm. Because this is the luxury of what I get to do and can care less. Like, even if even if there's 5,000 people that say, oh, I'm not here for this, I'm unsubscribing. I love you, though, on your way out. I love you because you know what? You know what I can't replace? I can't replace that person that might email me tomorrow and say, I'm struggling with my life and thinking about suicide and you've helped me. The words you said, because I've gotten it over and over again. The people that talk to me, the people that hit me up, the people that tell me about what's going on in their life, and I mourn for them inside. And I pray for them. And people are going through some real stuff right now that are much bigger than even us winning a Super Bowl.
Facts.
Now, us winning the Super Bowl is huge. Now, don't get me wrong.
Hey,
that's monster.
Hey, by the way, TD, it's also, this is also part of being a family. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
We share our love for the Finns, but part of it is, who we are. That makes us not only Finns, the people we are. You're family here. We're family. So, especially this time of the year, come on, guys. We're going to bore ourselves to death talking about should we start 2 or not until training camp starts. Hey, let's get to know each other. You may actually learn that you may like Ian. Okay.
Exactly. Hey, somebody said, please, TD, you ain't no Dr. Phil. Wouldn't Dr. Phil a fake doctor?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I appreciate that compliment. I appreciate the compliment, man. Yeah, I'm definitely not Dr. Phil. I'm not a doctor at all, man. I'm just a man.
You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a doctor to speak the truth.
That's
exactly,
right.
Man. I'm just a man, and that's all I am, man. No, I know it's a joke, man. I know whoever said that was a joke. I'm laughing with you, all right? Dwayne Wade said TD for president. I told y'all, man, 2040, man. Y'all get ready.
You'll be running against me then.
Hey, ball game. Listen. See, let me tell y'all why I'm a beat ball game in an election. Let me tell y'all why I'm a beat ball game in an election. Because I'm going to tell the people one thing before ball game. I'm going to tell them that if I win, I want him to be my vice president.
Oh, that's why we don't do that.
See, there's no division. There's no division in me.
So ain't no need for me to run against you then. I run with you.
You're gonna win no matter what. Even when you lose, you're gonna win. Hey. There's no division in my life, man. Hey, unless we're talking about Tannehill, Xavier Howard, and Tua interception proneness, there's no division in me outside of that. Okay?
Those are kind of big things there.
Exactly. Yeah, they are big things, but that's all right, man. But listen, man, I was just opening up to y'all tonight, man. This conversation went on, and I enjoy opening up sometimes, man, because again, I'm not going to sit on here and tell you what Gesicki stats are going to be every night and this and that. Sometimes I love hanging out with y'all. I love appreciating the people y'all are, the women you are, the men you are. I don't want to just talk football and say go on about your business. That's so ingenuine. That's not genuine at all. And what I'm trying to do is actually build genuine relationships with people. So I don't do it. Exactly, man. This ain't about me having a channel trying to get 1 million subscribers and be balling out. I'm a YouTuber and I'm balling out. You see the new Rolls Royce with the Dolphin 24s? I ain't trying to do all that stuff, man. I'm just trying to enjoy my life and take this journey with y'all, man. So that's what it is.
The thing is, man, understanding has to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And what we lack right now in the world, man, I've been around this world 9 times. I've been on all 7 continents. I've been to places people can't even spell even if you put the spelling in front of them, ask them to repeat it. And seen the stuff that we're dealing with now. I've seen it full-fledged elsewhere and had to be a part of riot control and things of that nature to save other people's livelihoods and things of that nature. The fact that this happening here in the United States, I take a different approach to understanding it all. You know what I'm saying? Only because I've seen other people in other situations have to deal with it consistently every day, as opposed to the periodic, instances that we have things going on. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad because no person, you know what I mean? Like I had a young man I was talking to last night that I become pretty fond of in terms of trying to get him to understand some of the ways of how things in this world work, man. And what he said was he not going to subscribe to any other lives mattering until Black Lives Matter. And I said, that's that statement that you made right there contradicts a lot of things only because all lives matter, bro. Like people, if you only subscribe to the lives of the people that look like you only matter, and then at that point you become essentially in the long run the hatred, the bigotry, the misunderstanding that's already that you're facing now. I said, and the fact that, you have to look and be willing to accept that everybody is not going to see your viewpoint and not like the fact that you are becoming something that they have to compete with or someone that they have to compete with in this world for the right to be here. that puts you at an advantage. You don't have to lower yourself to someone else's level just to feel like you're validated. And you know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, how can you say that? I said, well, because my wife's Italian. I have biracial children. And I had to prepare them for the evil in this world. I said, but what this world lacks is empathy, sympathy, and compassion for the fellow man. And I said, without those three things, there is always going to be turmoil at every level. But what has to start amongst us as a people of color, is the understanding that where we came from is not where we're ever going to stay. And know that you are in charge of your destiny, not someone else, right? Fear, walking around scared every day of what might possibly happen, cripples you. It takes away from the ability of you being able to establish yourself in this world and be the best version of yourself. Don't be afraid of what happened, because at the end of the day, if you truly believe that you're one of God's divine children anyway, you're going to be all right, because the book says that there is a better place for you anyway. All of this is temporary. But while you're here, you're judged according to what you do while you're here. So fill your heart with love and compassion and understanding. Don't be a fool and let somebody continually take from you or abuse you. But at the same time, be aware that that's not the nature of what you have to do to be here. Rise above it. Be a spokesperson for what's right. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all of this other stuff that has nothing to do with the fact that a young man lost his life, man, takes away from everything that we are trying to get across as a message, which is some things have to change. The system has to change. That's what's most important. You know what I'm saying? And that's what as I was talking to him, right, I could hear in his voice when he was replying. He got it, right? And at the end of the day, the saying is, to reach one, you have to teach one, right? So if everybody takes the stance of understanding that just because someone doesn't agree with your viewpoints or the color of their skin is different, but you can come on a common accord and say that my life matters just as much as yours, and I'm willing to say that to whoever willing to hear it, because I know that you are being treated wrong, then you've already made a step in the right direction. And if you look across the country, people that don't look like us, especially us on this panel right now, are actually standing side by side with people. And that's the problem. That's the problem for the small contingent here in the country that still want things to be separated and status quo. You're not going to get that anymore.
You hit it right on the nose. Unfortunately, with today's 24/7 media, everything gets so distorted. We're talking about a small minority, okay?
Right?
And with everything, the media blowing everything, all of a sudden, the young people who don't know think everybody's a racist and all that. Dudes, I am 65 years old. In the ball game, I think maybe you're a little older than me.
No. You got me, bro. I'm 48.
I hate you, dude.
No, not me.
Okay. I could talk to what real racism is, okay? When half the country was like that. It wasn't like today at all, okay?
Right.
Okay. And the only reason I was successful in a white man's world is because it was the belief that my parents installed in me that no matter what, you're the best, okay?
Right.
And you got to show that and above that. So every time I went into a company that's dominated by white managers, right? They look at me. I start talking business to them, and they got to respect me because I'm showing them I'm here to help you turn your freaking business around, okay? I don't care what color you don't. Hey, may not like me personally, but you want your business to turn around. Listen to me.
Well, listen.
Okay. Yeah. And that's how you go about it. That's how you create more equality, one person at a time. But it starts with you, okay? Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it exists. Okay, and you know what? I can honestly say the one time somebody was a racist totally out to me, out flat, not the looks that I would get, as a lot of people here can understand, maybe not a white person, but that the looks we get, but, at least the one time I came across it where it was just blatant race, he didn't want to talk to me, wasn't another white person, it was another Latino, Okay,
Yeah,
because I'm Puerto Rican,
that hurts more
and
than the
I
other.
moved to South Florida. My first time dealing with a Cuban, you know, a Cuban that came when Castro took over, not the Margaritas, which, you know, they look down on Margaritas and they look down on other Latinos, you know. And this is business I'm talking about, where clearly it hurt me because I didn't get the job that I should have gotten, you know. And I'll say who it was because anybody knows Reader's Digest. Miami has Reader's Digest South America division.
Yeah,
Okay, it was run by a Cuban. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, he was the general manager, and I didn't get the job, and that was blatant. He thought that I was Cuban, and once I told him I was from the Puerto Rican, my family's Puerto Rican, and I'm from the Bronx, it was like, oh, all of a sudden cold, and next thing you know, 5 minutes later, I'm out the door, where something that was going really great. That was the one time right now. It had nothing to do with white. You never know where it comes from. Guys, I hate to say this, but in the black community, I witnessed it too when I moved to South Florida. There's as much, I see times where there's much hatred between American blacks with African blacks and Jamaican blacks too. You know, racism is all over. It's not limited to white and black, but what we have to do is be above that. Okay.
So and when you say that's the biggest thing. What you say right there at the end is we all at the end of the day we just got to be above it and be respectful of each other. And I mean, I just put it like this. I've learned so much over the last few days about so many things. FinSanity, you good?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm just checking on you. What's going on, Engraving?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Good evening. Man, what's good with you?
I'm glad you're hopping in with us, man. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm just chilling, man. I just I had really appreciated a point that you were bringing out about I know y'all talking about something different, but I appreciated the point that you were bringing out about going for stuff, like really like going for it, because and not worrying about what people think about you, because like you said, if you worry about what people think about you before you getting ready to do something, even if it's something that's out of the norm, that's out of your comfort zone, then you're never gonna do it. And even if you do it, you're not gonna do a good job of it because you're gonna be so worried. Well, what does this person think? What does that person think? And it ain't never gonna work.
Right.
And even if you are doing it and you worried about what people are gonna think of you, then you're not gonna do the best job of it. Because that happened to me several times. Like I remember first starting the channel and stuff, and just putting the videos out there and like, ooh, this is weird. This is kind of awkward. It's kind of strange or whatever. And then and one thing that I tell people who ask like, oh, what would be some good advice that you would give to somebody who's starting up their own channel, their own platform or whatever? And I would say, have fun with it.
Be bold.
Do something that you could talk about every single day that you won't get burnt out from. But one of the biggest things is to not lose your morals. Don't forget about your morals. Yep. Don't sell out. Even if whether it's for views, whether it's for money, whether it's for that, don't sell out. Because a lot of people, they if you throw that dollar in their face, you throw that opportunity in their face, then a lot of people sell out quick, and it's just not good.
And Grave, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's a point I like to make. You know what? When I saw that video, and I hate to bring it up, but it's so important what you said about morality. You know, believe it or not, I wasn't shocked by what I saw because I always believed that a certain percentage of the population is a devil incarnate. And what I saw there was devil incarnate. It was above racism, okay? And there are, I mean,
from that pedophile,
the mass murderer, it's all these things, right? What really got to me upset is where were the morals of those 3 other cops, okay? Where, come on, guys. You know, it goes back to the day I thought that, you know, a large part has been knocked down. I call it the blue wall, okay? Now, for people who don't know what the blue wall is, it's a New York City cop term, right? Back in the 60s and 50s, right? There was a code of silence, and the cop never ratted another cop. And it created all kinds of problems, much like today, with the public not trusting cops because cops were dirty. And most of the cops like today were good people, but for whatever reason, they would not rat other cops out. And for the most part, I've seen over time, a big chunk of that was torn down, okay? Then I see what happened last Monday, and it's like, wow, it's back there. You want to, law enforcement, you want to gain the respect of the people again? whether white or black, everybody. What you got to do is you got to treat fellow cops like you would treat citizens. If you see a citizen breaking the law, you arrest him. If you see a cop breaking the law, a cop, you got to arrest him. A cop, you cannot put up that blue wall because.
Well, Larry, I mean, a lot of that's going on right now, and even me personally, I have a lot of family in law enforcement. We've had these conversations, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it in law enforcement with the officers, and that's why even me, like my cousin, he's a sheriff down south in South Florida, and we were just on the phone the other day, and that's why we were talking about things like, just like me and Engraven, we realized that's why sometimes you just got to focus your best on progressing as a people and making sure that you motivate others. That's why, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, even hearing this from Engraven, like stuff like, you know, you still got to go after it. These things, the sad part about it is these things are going to happen.
Yes.
These things are going to happen. It's just that you have to try your best to focus on how can we have conversation about progressing life. And that's why I try to focus on that as much as I can. Because it doesn't mean that I'm going to ignore the things that are happening out here.
Right.
Because they have to be acknowledged, but that's why I put a lot of my energy on talking about, you know, the motivational things and how we can progress. Like, and Engraven, I know you were saying you were saying some stuff about that too. And I'm sorry, finish what you're saying. My bad.
No, y'all are good, man. This is your thing, man. But now I was just saying that if you're doing something, again, whether it's new or whether it's something that you even been doing, if you sit there and you just worry about what people think about you, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. And again, back to the morals. Sticking with your morals. Y'all know on my channel is Team Keep It Clean. So what that means is family friendly. It's for everybody. Anybody can come on there. Don't care where you from, what team you like, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's no cursing on there. No derogatory language or any of that. We don't disrespect each other on there. Keep it 100% clean. So there have been times way in the past when I've put that out there. It is Team Keep It Clean, and I've had some people where they may come on there and they may not curse, but they may be disrespectful. And before, like I said, a long time ago, I would be hesitant to be like, man, should I block this person? Because I'm trying to grow as a YouTuber or whatnot. I don't know where this thing could go, where this YouTube thing could go. I don't know if any opportunities could come from it, whatever. So I want to grow, but at the same time, I don't want to like be turning somebody away. I don't want to be blocking somebody because that could be a subscriber loss. That could be an opportunity loss.
Some people have to be blocked though.
Yeah.
Some people have to be blocked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I came to the realization, like, wait a minute, no, that's not the proper thinking with that. I'm not gonna drive myself crazy with being hesitant to block somebody who's being disrespectful or not respecting what Team Keep It Clean is for. I'm not gonna be hesitant with that because these are my morals, and I'm not gonna settle on my morals just to keep a subscriber. So that thinking that went way out the window. And I think when you get to that point when you just, not that you don't care anymore, but you just really don't care anymore, that can help so much, especially with a platform like this, because it's on the internet. You get millions of people from all over the world. Somebody might just be having a bad day and they may want to take it out on you. Right. And they may really try to do something, comment something, say something that really gets under your gears or something like that. Because I've had people talk about me. I've had people talk about my wife. I had people talk about my son, all type of stuff. But that's the risk you take when you hop on something like this, when you hop on this public platform where millions of people have access to the videos. But you got to know how to weed them out. Like I even got people that subscribe to the channel just to dislike a video every single day.
Amen.
Say it
again. Hey, say it again, Engraven.
Oh, they close to spitting that name out, man. Oh my God. I was like, I won't do it though. I won't do it.
But when you think about it, it's like somebody's really they're subscribed. They have and notifications turned on because I even put out a video a couple hours ago. I saw 10 likes and within like 15 minutes there were 10 likes and 1 dislike. I said, oh yeah, there they go. It's like when you think about it, that's like really insane. There's somebody who subscribes to you, somebody who follows you, follows what you do, just to try to be negative.
Now, that's your biggest fan, though.
That it doesn't make
that's your
any
biggest
sense.
fan. That's your biggest fan. My mother told me when I was 7 years old. I'll never forget this. 7 years old, I was in the second grade. I was going into the second grade. I pretty much killed first grade. So I was going into the second grade, and we were doing the voting for Mr. Second Grade, right? My friend that I thought was my friend, was going to be my friend to the end of time, was the main person going around on the playground field telling everybody not to vote for me, right? But what he didn't realize, and I asked my mom, that thing hurt me to my heart. That was my first lesson in the people that are closest to you and the people that actually root against you the most, they're actually your biggest fans. Why? Because there is something about you that you have that they don't have, and they want it. They want it. They want to be you. They want to be exactly in the position you're in. So at 7 years old, when I learned that was the best lesson I could have ever learned. And then I went home and told my mom about that. She was like, you know what? She said, I can't even tell you nothing else. Like everything else that comes to you from this point, when it comes to you, you're going to be able to deal with it, because the person closest to you at this point, baby, hurt you in such a way that you can't understand it, but you ain't going to ever let nobody else bother you with anything like that ever again. And to this day, I go back to being 7 years old. My friend, best friend on the playground, bad mouth for me because he wanted to be Mr. Second Grade.
He wanted to be you.
Yeah, he wanted to be me.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Everything y'all saying is facts, okay? I also want to say something about engraving real quick. And I'm going to tell y'all I'm jealous of engraving in a good way. I don't want y'all to see my mentality. Y'all know I ain't talking about jealous. I'm saying this in an actual way to give him his flowers, to commend him on something that made me realize a area of opportunity for myself. He made me realize, he don't even know this, but I'm gonna tell him right now. Okay. When we're on this channel with TDPHINSTALK, y'all know I don't be on here cursing. Right. Okay. And when people come on here cursing, I'll say, come on, man. Right. Like they'll be like, oh, my bad, TD. And I'll be like, oh, it's all right, man. But try to chill out, but it's cool. You know, and let me tell y'all something that inspired me. The first time I was a guest on Engraven Show, I said a word that I didn't even think was a curse word. Technically, I still don't think it's a curse word, but it still don't fall in line with what his principles are for his channel. And it would be easy for this brother to look at me and do what I usually do. It's okay. But he stuck to what he believes in and what he wants to see done on what he's building. And he said, oh, come on, man, keep it clean. And immediately I apologize, because and I think he knows I'm the type of person, it wasn't intent, of course. And but that hit me, bro. That hit me, and not in a way of chastisement, but because I seek knowledge, and that taught me something. It taught me to understand that when you're building something and you don't let nobody come between that. Right. You don't let nobody change the reputation and the things of what you're trying to build and what you stand for, no matter what. Your principles are your principles. And you stick with those, even if it's somebody that you could be cool with. And you don't understand. I want to tell you this right here, right now, man. I appreciate that, because the smallest thing like that makes a difference. It made a difference in my life, in the way that I think, in the things that I go for now to a certain degree. And I still do that with some people. It's all right. I know you didn't mean it, but at the same token, man, for me personally, man, keep rocking like that, man, because that's strength. That's strength to take somebody that you could view as being cool with, but still making sure you're keeping it on the up and up, and you got your principles, man. And I love that about you. I love that about your channel. And I remember when I first rocked with you, You had 19,000 subs, man. What you rocking 27.2 now? You're doing your thing and you're growing. And Team Keep It Clean is representing you the right way because you represent them better than the right way. And I commend you on that, man. That's why I promise you, man, I messes with engraving. I messes with engraving, man. And I appreciate that, man. I just wanted to say that to you real quick.
You either stand for something or you fall for anything.
Yeah, anything quick, man. I appreciate that big time too, man. And I appreciate how like I told you this before on your 2-year anniversary, I love how y'all run stuff on here. Because it's like you said, you giving other people opportunities and stuff. And this could be like a benchmark for somebody. This could be like a stepping stone for somebody who may be thinking like, oh man, like I'm scared to talk in front of people. I don't know how I would look in front of a camera. I don't know how I'd be in front of a camera. I might not be comfortable with it or whatever. This is a platform where they can come on and be in front of a bunch of people. Whether it's the people in the chat, whether it's the other people on the forum too. And this could give them that. This could be a confidence booster for somebody.
Even in their normal life.
Like you really never know what opportunities could come for you, man. Like it's crazy how it's crazy, insane, man. How much opportunity could come from something like this.
It takes some getting used to, though.
It does. It does.
Listen,
I was real critical at first. I was like, I don't know, but I'm like, you know what? They're gonna like me. They're gonna either like me or not. And at this point, right now, where I'm at in my life, I can't afford to be running around worrying about that, man. I just got to do me.
It ain't none of your business. It's none of your business, ball game, what they think. It ain't none of your business. Why you all in their business?
Yeah, you're right.
Engraving.
What's up, Finsanity?
It's crazy because that is directly my story. Like you could not have laid it out any plain. Anyone who ever meets me, they'll tell you I'm the nicest, sweetest person you will ever meet. But I'm also a shell. So like when things get chaotic, the first thing that I will do, step back. And TD knows I wanted no parts of YouTube, not a single ounce. And he was
I had to force her.
And he was like, no, you're going to do this. And I was like, TD, I don't want to do this. And he's like, but you're going to do it.
People love you.
Listen, but my thing is like this. I tell people my upbringing, very Christian-based, humility. I don't want to spotlight. I don't need a fan base. I don't need millions of people looking at me, knowing me. As long as I can live for God and see myself in heaven one day, I am happy. It's like if you were to tell my friends, some of my friends still don't know that I do this. That's how much of a shell I'm in. And they know I love football. Like I love football. I love sports. But the people who are even closest to me still don't know that I do this every Monday, that I do this Tuesday, that I'll come on Thursday nights and Friday nights. Because to me, letting people in sometimes is not something that I feel comfortable doing. Right. So to have someone, who basically put me on a cliff and pushed me off into the ocean and said, well, get into it. It's crazy because I like a couple of weeks ago, I was looking back at like when I first did my Finsanity Friday videos, and I probably had about like 50 of just saying, hey, it's your girl Finsanity 5. I'm here on TDPHINSTALK because I wanted it to be so perfect. Like I didn't want there to be a blooper, a misspace, anything. And I was like, and then I was checking, okay, how do I look? Like, am I smiling enough? Like, how's the lighting in the room? And like, for you to say all these, things, it's just like, wow, if TD could have just been like, all right, she doesn't want to do it, cool. And all these wonderful people would have never known me. I would never been able to have these conversations. I tell people, all I really want to do, I don't want to debate with you. I don't want to argue with you. I want to hear your point of view. You can hear mine. I just want to talk football. But the moment, because like the moment it gets chaotic, I'm like, we're just here for fun. Like to me, this is fun. Like,
I can't even imagine what it would be like without you, though.
No, ball game. Let me tell you something about Finsanity. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about Finsanity. All right. Y'all don't realize that Finsanity. I asked her to do her first video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, but I don't know if I'm man, send me this video, stop playing, right? Y'all don't know what that first video was like. You see Finsanity now, she'll argue, she'll go in, she's just comfortable, man, that first video she sent me, she was the most nervous thing alive.
I was rambling.
I was like, she got it. She just nervous, and it was funny to me. And the crazy thing is, I was actually traveling when she sent me the video.
Progress.
So I wasn't able to actually come to my desktop because I can't do all that editing stuff. I had to do it on my desktop, which was home. So I actually wasn't even able to release her first video. And I think she ended up actually coming live with us. And the rest was history, man. It was a beautiful thing. And I just say this about Finsanity, man. Even though she talk about, oh, TD, you push me. At the end of the day, you've always been that person. I don't even know the shy Finsanity and stuff like that. I don't even remember it like you said. You're good. It's a perception in a lot of people's head. It's a perception. And once you get over that initial fear, I've been saying this a lot lately, y'all. The one thing you can do better than everybody else in your life is do you.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
The one thing you can do better than everybody else, nobody can beat you in. So you should take pride and hold on to that. Mm-hmm. Nobody can do you better than you. Nobody. So do it. You have something that you could be greater than everybody at. So do it. Be you. And that's all I try to put out there to people, man. It's amazing. Hey, I wanted to ask you though, real quick, Engraven, how does it feel like to see the channel doing what it's doing lately? I've been curious about that. Like, are you numb to it, or is it something where you're actually shocked?
No, man. I think the biggest word would be appreciative, man. Because
hang out with us, Larry.
I would say appreciative because shout out to Dougie dude.
What's up, man?
Hey, Doug.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Man. Well, that mic is crystal clear, man. But I would say I would just say appreciative because I started out doing videos from my car, and I would be on my work break, and I'd take a break from work if some Ravens news would drop or some big NFL news would drop. I would take a break from work. I would step out, or I would take probably a long lunch break or whatever, come do a video, then go back to work. And for people, I was very appreciative of people who stuck with me through that and gave me an opportunity, because a lot of people could have been like, oh man, this dude doing videos from the car, I'm not watching this garbage. And they could have left. But a lot of people stayed, they stuck around and whatnot. And then once I ended up getting laid off from my job 2 years ago. Oh, wow. I got laid off from my job right at it was August of 2018.
Look at that blessing.
Huh?
Look at that blessing.
Yeah. And I always tell people that timing is everything, man. And I just so happened to get laid off from my job right before the football season started. And I would always tell my wife, like, I know I could do this full time, but I would just need an opportunity. Now, I wasn't hoping to be laid off, but everything ended up working out in the long run. Now, this is my full-time job. It has been for the past 2 years. And things have there's been a lot of opportunities that have just happened from this stuff. Like the other day, I saw Hollywood. The other day I saw him on his Instagram catching passes from Lamar Jackson, running routes and all that, practicing. And I text him because I got his number now. I text him, I say, Hollywood, I said, if y'all need a quarterback, let me know. Let me know, I'll pull up, man. Down here in South Florida, I'll pull up, man. Ain't nothing. But I would have never thought like an opportunity like that would have happened.
Right.
And when we had like players on the show like Bernard Pollard, who was part of the Super Bowl team, the last Super Bowl that the Ravens got, when he came on the show, and it's just been a lot of other stuff too. But I would have never thought that would have happened. So now, like, just even when I see every 100 subscribers, when the channel grows by 100 more subscribers, I'm like, wow, I'm like, this is crazy. When I see a video getting a good amount of views, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And even when we don't talk about Raven stuff for the channel to still be successful, It's crazy to me, man. It's really crazy, but I really appreciate what the community that it is with Team Keep It Clean, because they come through, they show support, they show a lot of love, man, and it's just a lot of positivity, and that's the biggest thing that I wanted for the channel to be, just positivity, a positive vibe, a positive environment, and a welcoming environment. So this is just, like I said, the best word that I would use to describe it is appreciative. That's how I feel.
That's good. All that's good. But if y'all ever think y'all gonna ever come down to South Florida and beat up us like y'all did last season, you got another thing coming.
Hey, ball game. Listen.
I had to get that out my spirit, man. I had to let it know.
Hey, ball game. The day that I see Engraven face to face, his whole wardrobe gonna be soaked in water. I don't know. I got something gonna happen, ball game, because I ain't never gonna forget that. And then let me tell you, he gonna make this old weak excuse talking about, no, we weren't trying to run it up. I forgot what he said, but he said something that I was like, what you mean they weren't trying to run it up? No, we were just trying to,
they're still mad about Cleo Lemon. It's all right.
Listen, but can I tell you something? That's something that's going to stick with those players that were on that field. So the next time they do see the Ravens, they're going to be for that.
Yeah, because Mark Ingram stepping in.
Ingram, you can't say nothing. Take it off.
Going the boom and stepping in and running over Raekwon. Raekwon ain't gonna ever forget that. There's gonna be some issues, I'm telling you.
Now you know I love y'all, and I appreciate what Finsanity just said, because it's true that the next time that the Ravens see the Dolphins, it could be this year. They both make playoffs, but the next time that the Ravens see the Dolphins, a lot of Dolphins, they'll remember that game.
And I don't think anyone on our team has ever beaten the Ravens.
Be careful.
Other than the ones we brought in.
I know you're gonna go with this. Be careful.
And don't hold on. Let me give. Hey, hold on, ball game. Let me give him a little jab real quick. Don't let us see y'all in the first round. You know what y'all history is in that.
That's true. The past 2 years, 0-2. 0-2. We came fight.
Tannehill got more wins than Lamar Jackson.
Around the bush with it. 0. But
TD, come on.
You know what? You know what it is. And I'm gonna say this.
He got a few years on him, TD.
I'm gonna go off on a limb and say this, that the next time the Dolphins play the Ravens, it is not going to be like it was. It's going to be highly competitive. We have better coaching. We have a better secondary. Hopefully we have a better running game. Hopefully we have a better quarterback play. And we finally have a guy who we trust to be a number one wide receiver. So it's up to us, whether we're going to Baltimore or they're coming to Miami, to put on a fight, to put on a show for the fans. It shouldn't be like, oh, we had a whole bunch of third stringers out there and we were trying to glue together a team and we got ran out of our own stadium.
And Lamar Jackson's still a running back. So at the end of the day,
he's a quarterback.
He's a running back.
He's a quarterback.
Something like that.
He is a quarterback, but it's up to us to change the narrative, to change the story. Because all they do is go out and play their game. Yeah. It's up to us to go out there and play our game and dictate things.
It is. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to quickly ask Doug the same question, man. How does it feel to see the channel being able to take off the way that it is? And how does that energize you yourself?
It's like Ink Raven said, it's when you start from where you are to see where you're at now, it motivates you. It makes you want to do better, want to be better, get better equipment, better topics, have better guests. Like for me, it motivates me to get better, and it motivates me to help out the other Dolphin community, especially you, all these other guys, K-Flex and Great One. It always helps. It makes me want to help you guys to also have the same success that I'm having. But it's crazy. He was talking about doing videos in cars, and that's where we all started. Is just I'm working now, and you guys have seen videos of me while I'm in work in my Polo with my phone, like Miami Dolphins just cut Rashad Jones. Like it's crazy. And hopefully this is our career, and down the line, we all get together, Dolphins versus Ravens. We all get together at the games, getting paid tons of money to do this. It'd be absolutely amazing.
And people thought that
real quick, I just had to give a shout out to K-Flex, man, because I forgot what it was for. I forgot what league it was in, but I played him in Madden a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, and he whooped me bad, man.
Yeah, he's good.
But you ain't no good, Ingraven.
I mean, hey, well, if I ain't no good, then you must be worse than that, man. So I'm ready.
Y'all see, he be talking, man. Hey, Ingraven full of talk. He full of talk when it comes to Madden, y'all. He know he don't want to line it up, man. Hey, but I remember when I would do videos in the car, people would start asking me, TD, do you drive an Uber? Because I used to have to travel. Like when I lived in Dallas, my sons went to school over here. My younger boys went to daycare over there. Like I would drive 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. It was just hectic for me at that time, just to get them at the school. But and I don't mean to stay on Doug and Ingraven, but I did have one more question for those guys individually. And the question is basically what I'm about to explain. It's the feeling of when you first started. You know, when you had 0 subscribers, when you subscribe to yourself. And we all know what that is. Y'all don't act like y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Your first subscriber is yourself. Yeah. And if you got any other accounts, you subscribe those too, right? But it's the did y'all ever remember the day when I got 2 subscribers today? Wow. Mm-hmm. Hey, I just got 6. Oh, I ain't getting nothing. No, I got 3.
Are you counting them?
Man, I'm at 50. I'm at 50. Wow, I'm at 89. 11 more to 100. How was that? Like, I want y'all to think back. How was that?
I think one of the best things that YouTube used to do, I'm not sure if they still do it, but like if you would get like 100 subscribers, YouTube would send you like a notification and they would say, oh man, the amount of subscribers that you have, this could fill up a movie theater. And when you look at it, it's you appreciate that you got 100 subscribers, but then when YouTube put it like that, it's like, whoa, this is like crazy.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I actually remember that. I didn't remember it until you just said it. I remember that, bro.
Yeah, man. So they
put it into perspective.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly what they do. They put it into perspective, and it's just it's crazy, man. It's a very it's humbling because you're like, wow, people are actually listening to what I have to say, and they actually are supporting me in this journey. Wherever this journey is gonna go, is people actually willing to get a notification that I put a video out, and it just same word appreciation too, man. You just appreciate it so much that people are willing to listen to you. People are willing to give you the time of day because, as you know, people are extremely busy. People have short attention spans. But if that part of their short attention span, they can dedicate some to you, that you got to appreciate that, man.
Yeah, definitely. And I started my channel as because I went to school for media. So I started my channel making scenes, reactions, stuff like that. And I think I had like 50 subscribers. And then I switched over to Dolphins. And all of a sudden, I made my free agent video, my first free agent video. Then we traded Landry, made a video on that. And then the draft came. And the first time I ever live streamed during the draft, I had maximum 40 people in the live stream.
I was there.
And yeah, there was no one there. Fast forward to this year, having 1,400 people in my live stream absolutely blew my mind to the point that I'm now talking to 1,400 people. Like, are you kidding me? Right. When I first broke like 100 subscribers, it was like the greatest thing in the world. Breaking 1,000 to where now I can somewhat make money off of this and somewhat start to make a living off of this. It's a feeling you can't explain, especially that first 100, because now you can brand yourself. You're not youtube.com/746JJ. You're now youtube.com/DouglyDoWrong. Like, you're now your brand. And it's something that you can't really duplicate, but you can once you start to hit 10,000, 100,000, and then all of a sudden you start to feel it again and again, and that's what we're thriving for. We're thriving to make content for you guys. We're thriving to entertain you guys, to help you guys release and get escape from whatever's happening in your world.
Right.
But we're also, every time we hit that mark, we get that feeling of we're doing something important, and we're helping. And it's an absolutely amazing feeling.
That's true.
I just my biggest thing is I love doing it, man. I've found something that I actually love because I love the people more than the channel. I love the relationships more than just the channel itself, man. I mean, y'all don't understand. I don't know Mr. Ball Game. I don't know Mr. Ball Game, man. I don't know what Mr. Ball Game do when he cut off the camera, but he feel like my brother. You know? You know, I don't know Havoc. You know, he say he up in New York, but I don't know Havoc, man. He could be up there causing havoc, but he feel like he's my brother. You know? And I know Finsanity, but I know Finsanity, but I don't want to know him. No, I'm just saying. But guys, and I'm not gonna lie, this has actually opened up a lot of opportunities that, like, I see what both of you guys are saying. It's like it's things that you would have never dreamt of. Like, I've had conversations with people within the organization who's invited me. Like, put it like this: I would have never thought in my wildest dream that last year my first 7 games was paid for in the club level, in the 200 level. Like, me and my wife, we paid over $400 and something for 3 tickets just to get a call the same day from the Dolphins, and they put us in club level, which was better seats than what we had. And we sitting there on what's the ticket site?
Ticketmaster,
Ticketmaster,
StubHub. We trying to get our money back, and we actually and I ain't gonna tell you, you know, we never purchased these, it went through, but we got our money back. But anyway, but you know, and we're in the club level. We're in the club level, like, game after game, to the fact of where the Dolphins are giving me tickets that I'm giving to a subscriber that was in Miami at the time, because we already got tickets. You know, and in the did I give you a parking pass, Ball Game?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, that was even a parking pass they gave us. They gave us did I give you the tickets too?
Nah, I already had the tickets, but you gave me that parking pass. It came in.
I probably gave tickets to somebody else because we already had tickets. But these kind of blessings, man, and I'll never forget the Miami Miracle nightmare, man. I'll never forget that nightmare because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was terrified because CBS Sports contacted me, and when they contacted me, they were like, hey, man, we saw your Miami Miracle reaction. We want to come fly out to Dallas and do a show at your house. And I'm like, man, here come one of these subscribers trying to get my address. They trying to troll me. I don't trust these people. I don't know these people like this. Man, I had the guy from CBS have the president of the company call me just to verify that this was legit. He called, he said his due. I looked him up online. I was like, this is really the president. But how do I still know this is the president? Man, I was paranoid until the morning. They rolled those rental cars up to my property, and they had the camera crew and everything. And I said, man, these 3, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, these 3 white guys, I don't know these guys, man. I'm about to let them in my house. We finna film. They were the coolest guys I know, man. They gave me the Miami Miracle ball. They ordered, and that's what scared me even more. I had my wife, she was gone, she was at work, and she was like, keep me on speed dial, because if anything happened, just make sure you call me right away. Because we didn't know. So they in the house, and somebody knocks on the door while 3 strangers are in my house filming me. And I'm like, who is knocking on my door? I ain't ordered no package. And they telling me, oh, we got a package coming for you. And, you know, I had a little something to the side just in case. Hey, man, well, you know, just in case. But I opened the door. They delivered the package. It was Miami Miracle footballs and stuff, man. And it was just a great experience. And just to see my dad, man, who's a diehard Dolphin fan, my dad to watch CBS in the morning and watch my little 40-second segment of the Miami Miracle, and then to see Nate Burleson mocking me after it, talk about, woo, that guy has energy and stuff. Man, it was a beautiful thing, man, because you never know where these things will take you. You never know the opportunities that'll present themselves, and that's why And I don't do it for that, but at the end of the day, man, it's fun, y'all. So that's why I always encourage a lot of y'all. If y'all have something to talk about and you want to enjoy yourself, man, start a channel. You got my support. Hit me up an email. I'll tell you what I use, what's the best thing for this, the best thing for that, or, you know, and I don't know all the answers. I'm about to go through a whole editing transition this summer because my daughter, she's going to be working for my company this summer because I put the channel under my company. And she's going to be actually an employee of TDPHINSTALK, my first official employee. So, and she's 15 years old, so she's going to have her summer job, you know, teaching her a little responsibility. Got her first debit card, talked to her today about it. And that's going to be pretty awesome, man. So she's going to be handling a lot of the social media and stuff. So TD will finally have a real presence on social media as far as posts. Because y'all know I've never really been into that stuff, but it's time for me to go ahead and do what I got to do and learn it myself. And she's very savvy and all that stuff, man. My princess, she's a straight A student. She got like a 4.6 in school. And she my angel, man. But it's just been a blessing, man. So we just waiting on Ball Game to start his thing because we here for him.
Yep.
Waiting. And Finsanity say she's just gonna rock with me for the rest of her life. We'll see how. We'll see. But
soon enough, man. T3, soon enough.
I know, man. Let me read this comment.
T3 Sports.
Listen, I'm about to start working on music, so that'll be something else to bring. You know, I'm really excited about opening up that avenue, like Miami Dolphin music, like not outside the realm of Dolphins, but it'll be interesting. There's a lot of good things.
You gonna do the new fight?
Hey, I'm gonna have to tell y'all good. I'm gonna have to tell y'all good people good night, man. I got something else.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Hey, love you guys, man. Y'all
have a good one,
you too, man. Yo, I love my PHINS family. I hope to see all of y'all at a game this year. Let's set it up, TD and Doug. Hey, Engraven, you in Miami or Palm Beach?
Miami.
Oh, so you're actually down south.
Yeah.
Have you always been in Miami?
No, I've been in Broward and they did both.
No, I'm saying, but you never lived in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, I used to live in Maryland. Like back in, I moved down here in 2000.
Oh, so you weren't born and raised down here?
No. Yeah, my family they from down here, but me, I was originally up from Maryland. Man.
Oh, because I was about to get on you so hard.
But that's the thing, though. I like people on Team Keep It Clean. They know too. Like it would take a lot for me to move up there from down here. Like, cause South Florida is just great, man. It is the best, man.
Too warm.
I love it.
Yeah, I like Jersey.
Love it. Like I said, been down here since 2000 and don't want to go anywhere else. The only place I would think about probably moving to would be Orlando. But other than that,
yeah, I'm up here in Central Florida now, but I'm actually down in Miami like every 1 or 2 weeks, just to hang out with my mom and dad a few days or something, you know. So
yeah, we're here though, man. It's
hey TD, while we have all these creators on here, I just want to frame the conversation a little bit because the two things that come to my mind when hear this conversation is integrity and perseverance. The ability to value yourself without outside validation. And particularly when you're going for something brand new. Like I'm a professional chef, but I had a show where I was talking to chefs about diversity, particularly in regards to the hospitality industry and making things as fair and equitable for everybody as possible. So to a certain extent, everybody has something inside of them where they know if money wasn't a factor, I would do this. Now, for many people, they never quite make it to the point where they can get some momentum to get something started. Because when I was doing my show, I asked a chef who was a friend of mine. I said, what's the number one thing that I need to focus on? He says, you just need to do it. He said, you just need to start. That is the hardest part, is going from nothing to something. So for anybody that's out there that's listening, that's, we're in a very tumultuous time. Believe in yourself, have integrity with everything that you do, and have perseverance in everything that you do. Because steady success, small wins, day by day, always lead to big success. I believe that personally. You know, I'm you know, in my mid-30s. I'm going back to school. I understand now, and I just got married 2 years ago. I understand that the only way to go forward in terms of realizing your future, realizing your dreams, is to listen to that little voice inside you that says the life you have right now is not for you. The real life is out there and it's accessible. And you can have it, but you just have to maintain the things I feel all the creators have on here: integrity and perseverance.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. And that reminds me of
I appreciate you.
that reminds me, you just reminded me of like when I first started. And I don't know how the story was for these gentlemen, but like I told y'all before with the story that I worked 2 jobs. I was a school teacher in day and a security officer at night because my wife was pregnant with our son. And I made sure I promised, I said, I don't want you to work for 6 months after you have him. So I want you to be able to be home and be able to bond, because she is a career woman. She doesn't want to just stop her career. She wants to pursue what she loves to do. But I wanted to make sure that 6 months I held everything down in that regards. So I picked up the security guard job overnight. And I'll never forget. It just reminded me, though. It reminded me, man, I have aspirations. I have dreams. I have things that I want to do. I love talking sports. I have been talking about doing my own sports show for 2 years. You know, I was at work debating with coworkers all the time about certain sports. And I even did a little Skype video one time, but I never did anything. And I'll never forget that night as a security officer sitting there just bored. I went on the work computer and I ordered this cheap old mic. And it's still sitting in this bin back here, this cheap mic with this cheap stand and a cheap phone holder. You know, one of the ones that, tripod. I'm tripping. Tripod. and one light mechanism. And my wife asked me when it came in the mail from Amazon like a week later, she said, "What is this?" I said, "Man, you know how I've been talking about this all the time. I just want to get started." And she was like, "Okay." She kind of looked at me weird, but I'll never forget the night I did my first video, which I showed y'all the other night. When I was done with that video, how she looked at me and she said, "I'm proud of you because you've been talking about something for so long and you actually did it." And to have her support. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that same support been easy for the last 2 years, because I don't know about Engraving and Doug, but when you fall in love with this and you going, hey, it's movie time, it's nighttime. Like even today, can you skip your stream tonight for me? Okay, babe. Okay, how about I just go live for 30 minutes? Okay. 2 hours later, she walking in this door.
Oh, they get mad. I got in trouble once, TD, when you were doing something and I was like, "Ooh, I want to hop on real quick, just say, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah." So I go to my fiance, I come in the room, I say, "Hey, real quick, can I go jump on TD's stream, say hi to him?" And she looks at me and she goes, "Do whatever you want to do," because she knew for a fact it wasn't going to be 15 minutes. I got in trouble.
Hey, that's so funny. Hey, just like me, we be asking for permission. Hey, you mind if because this person on, like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like 20 minutes ago, she walked in here like, and I said, "Baby, it's going so good tonight, man. Great guys on. We having a great conversation." She was like, okay. But it's just those things, man. It's balancing it in this life, man. It's a beautiful thing, but it's a good thing to have somebody to support you, next to you through all of it. And they actually can see the vision, because trust me, I could understand, people who don't have that support.
Right.
And instead they have the detractor, and I'm not getting in people's marriage, but people are trying to build something. And I would just say, if anybody's in your life, support them in what they want to do in life. Support them in what they want to do in life, because it can go a long way. it really can go a long way, man. And that's how it is for me in my household, at least, man. But it's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, that goes a really long way when you have that, especially from family. Oof, gosh, that's like it hits different. Because I remember first with my wife, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I started doing Madden videos first, and I was like, there were 2 capture cards. We went to Best Buy, we're looking at capture cards, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just get the cheaper one. And she was like, no, you're gonna get the better one. I was like, but it's more money. She's like, no, let's get the better one because you're gonna be doing this. You want to have the better videos, right? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, so let's get the better one. And then more recently, when I had got laid off, like I was like, okay, I'm gonna try YouTube full time. And when I first told my mom, she was like, that's what you're gonna do. Wow. And I would be hesitant to like tell people like, yeah, this is what I'm doing full time now. Yeah. But I would get support from Team Keep It Clean and friends and stuff, but from family they were like, So I was like, man, that sucks. But then I think they just there was a certain naive that they were a little bit naive about the whole thing because they were like, YouTube, maybe not. Yeah. But once they started to see the progression and started to see, okay, this is real. Then the support has been insane from family. Crazy. Like my mom, she'll come over to the house. She'll have on a Team Keep It Clean shirt. My uncle, he'll be like, hey, what you need? You need anything? And he always be talking to me about the video. And like I said, my uncle, he's Dolphins fan. And they both watch this channel too. But my uncle, diehard Dolphins fan. And he told me several times because the Dolphins, they upset him a lot. And it's like every year he would say it. He was like, you know what? I'm done watching football. I ain't even doing it. But then he would end up coming on back. But like I told you on the 2-year anniversary, he watches this channel and he's a Dolphins fan, but he will still keep up with the Ravens stuff because he'll still watch the channel and he'll still support. And he'll like tell me like little things that I said in different videos. Like I don't be thinking nobody be picking up on him, but he'll tell me those things. I'm like, wow, this dude is really paying attention, really showing support and really showing love. So when you have that genuine support from just outside people, it's one thing, and you still appreciate it now. But when you have that genuine support from family, from direct, man, that it hits different, man.
You just
like, wow, these people they really believe in me and they really believe in this.
Yes. You spoke to me when you said that because a lot of similarities, bro. It's a lot of similarities. It's like because they don't understand it. First of all, at first they don't understand it, and then even subscribers, bro. I've seen subscribers in the comment section like once every 4 or 5 months. It's that one comment that it's very interesting to me. They will say, "What's your real job?"
Oh yeah.
What's your real job? And every time I see that comment, I intentionally make sure that I answer it.
Yeah.
I tell them I'm doing it. Now I own a business and stuff, but I tell them I'm doing it. I'm doing it. This is how I look at making my living. And above all, I get to do what I love.
Right.
I get to do what I love. Oh, you need to get a real job. It says a real job. It can pay the bills. It can pay the bills. If I wanted to just use whatever, you see what I'm saying? So, and that's interesting to me because when I first started, my mom didn't understand. What do you mean? Because my mama, she's not, she ain't even got Wi-Fi in the house. So, but mama, she'd be like, "What's that thing?" But she saw me on TV, and she somewhat gets it, Now, when everybody was like, "Oh, you're not gonna go back to work or nothing like that," no, I'm gonna let my business do what it do, and then I'm gonna build this. And my now I got my in-laws and stuff. Hey, you should try this, man. You should start doing this, man. I was watching you the other day. You know what'd be really cool if you and I look at that and I'm just like, yeah, man, yeah, But I'm looking at it like, my family see what I've I've also built as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even started yet. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even started yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the what I haven't even started yet, man. And let me tell you something even crazier, man. Now a lot of my family members are doing YouTube. Now a lot of my family members are doing YouTube, and I'm proud of them because they get it, and now they get it. And I've always told them, as long as you don't look at it for the purpose of the money, and you're actually trying to enjoy yourself and do something, trust me. Let me teach you one thing, and this is for everybody watching right now. Let me tell you one thing about YouTube. This is why I say the best thing you could do that nobody can do better than you is do yourself.
Right.
But what you're gonna find out of the over a trillion people in this world, there's a lot of people that are just like you. Even if you're weird in your own special way, there are a lot of people just like you. So just do you, and you're gonna find those people that are like you, or that like you, or that rock with you, that support you, that at least admire your vision, that love what you're doing, that see what you're trying to accomplish, and they want to support that. They want to get behind that. They want to help you. Because they're living their life in some ways through you. Because a lot of people have a lot of things that they're going through in life. We just lost a family member on TD Fins Talk, one of our subscribers. I don't know if you know this, Dudley or Engraven. We did a stream last week. We lost a family member. We lost Carlos, a subscriber of ours. He was fighting the good fight of cancer.
Damn.
And me and Carlos was having back and forth conversations via text, because y'all know, a lot of y'all in the comment section right now, some of y'all got my personal number. That's how deep I get with it. Some of y'all have my personal number, and I've, you know, a lot of people who have thought about suicide, a lot of people who are fighting cancer, a lot of people who are going through X, Y, and Z. We talk on a regular basis, and it hit me, and I cried last week a lot when Carlos passed, because a week and a half ago I went on a live stream because it hit my heart to tell all the subscribers. I said, you know, the sad thing with COVID-19 going on, if we lose one of our family members, the only bad thing about social media is that we may never know. When you have 9,000 subscribers and you lose one of them, you may never know. And I've gotten so invested in the subscribers that I know so many of you all on a personal basis. And I thank God that I came out live a week and a half ago and told everybody, I pray for y'all, because something in me is telling me that if we lose one of y'all, we would never know. I don't know why I was saying that to people. And then Carlos's wife texted me. Hey, TD, this is Carlos's wife. Y'all talked all the time in text message, and he lost the good fight against cancer. And it hit home, because the joy that she told me that I brought to him in his last days, man, and it's making me sad now, man, but the joy that I brought to him in his last days, when he could tell his wife, I love you, but TD, y'all don't know how that made me feel, man. I cried so much, man, because and the truth is, I don't know the man, but I know that he was fighting, and he was a great person when we interacted. And that really hit me, man. So that's why I strive to be an impact and lead by example, and people, and I get killed on this channel about being optimistic. But it's just what I do, you know. I mean, we're going 19-0 this season. It's just what I do. Engraven calls it dyslexic thought.
Good one.
He calls it dyslexic thoughts, but I'm a positive person, because you know why? Some people need it, because it was a time in my life where I needed it and I didn't have it. So I had to learn how to give it to myself. And then I had to realize there are some people who can't give it to themselves. So I'm always be there for them, man. And with that said, man, I don't mean to just cut it this way because I looked at the clock and it says 11:11. And every single time I look at a clock over the last 2 years, I've been seeing the same number on the clock all day, every day. There hasn't been a day that I haven't seen 2222, 1111, 444. I don't know why, but it just keeps happening. So at 11:11, I want to say, man, thank y'all for coming through tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. We didn't talk Dolphin football tonight. We had fun as a family. We had fun as a community. We had fun as brother and sister. We had fun as Americans, or even if you're not in America, which we all are, who were commingling together regardless of how old we were, our race, our creed, regardless of all of that. We enjoyed our night together, man. Thank you, Havoc, for coming through for me, man. I love you. Finsanity, as always, I love you. Thank you. Engraven, man, thank you so much and everything you do for all of us, man. Dudley, you already know you're my brother from another mother, man. Love you, bro. Larry, man, the pleasure is, I appreciate you so much, man. Ball game, I appreciate you coming through. The 5, 6, 7 people that kept trying to come on backstage, I saw y'all, but we just kept riding, and y'all forgive me, but I love y'all. Everybody who tuned in tonight, I love y'all. You are loved. You are loved. Okay? Any last words from any of you gentlemen before we go love on our families and go to sleep tonight? And ladies, I see that look. And ladies.
Well, TD, a couple of people were not happy we weren't talking about Dolphins tonight. But, you know, the way I look at it is this is what it was. It's like real life. When I used to get together with my friends over a game, it was not just about the game. It was about us as a family getting together. And this is one of those nights where, you know, we just appreciate each other. We're more than Dolphins fans. We're a family of Dolphin fans, and that entails more than just rooting for the Dolphins. And I want to thank you. And one day, you know what I like to see during the football season, maybe at some point during the week after a game, maybe a panel of the YouTubers, you know, like you, Dougie, and Reason and EM, just come on board and talk between you guys about what you think about the game. That'd be kind of an awesome type of deal to go through.
We will once COVID clears. We will though. Okay. Yep. We will. And let me say this about what you said real quick, Larry. I have 8,839 subscribers. I just randomly looked before I got on because I never really checked like that. But I have 8,839 subscribers. I'm okay with having 3,000 tomorrow. For a night like tonight. I'm serious. I'm okay with having 3,000 tomorrow.
The good thing is it's not going to happen.
100 tomorrow. In place so that I can have a night tight like tonight. So for those who wanted Dolphins talk and nothing but it, I will say I'm sorry. But at the same token, I'll take this over that any day of the week, man. Just fellowship. I'll take that any day of the week, man. Any last words? Anybody else?
Just God bless everyone. Please remember to remain safe, you know, through everything we're going through. And just listen, look out for your fellow man, your fellow brother, your sister, because, you know, we're all one. And listen, at the end of the day, we all need each other. No matter how much we think we're all independent, the more we come together, the more we can be effective. So to my Fin family, I love you all. God bless you all. And TD, can't wait for the show tomorrow morning.
Let's do it. Anyone else?
I just want to say, you know, much as I talk how everybody that's on here, that's a creator, you know, they move with integrity and perseverance, and in the times we're in, you know, we all adopt that as our credo, is to move and to persevere, because as hard as times may be, times come and also times go. And when we get to a place where we're out here yelling at each other about starting quarterbacks and free safeties, it's going to be a beautiful time. But in order to get there, we have to have moments like this as well. So as always, I appreciate you bringing me on.
It's a pleasure, man. And tomorrow night, man, we're gonna do our thing together, bro. Anything, Doug? Anything, Doug, or Engraven?
Yeah, man. Just it's always a blast coming on here, and I always enjoy it. You know, the times that I am available to jump on, I'm always going to try to jump on with you because I love chatting with you. You're one of my favorite guys to talk with. I'm going to try to get you on the channel. But like I said, it's always a blast. It's awesome talking to Engraven. You know, I think this might be like one of the first times we actually got to talk. So
Yeah.
I love your stuff. Check your stuff out all the time. I checked you out when TD came over. You know, got mad respect for you because you're a Ravens fan, been through probably just as much as the Dolphins with the ups and downs. So, you know, a lot of respect for you. And like I said, it's always a blast, absolute blast being on this panel, chat with everyone, laughing it up. So I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Appreciate it, man. And yeah, man, TD, appreciate you allowing us to, and again, like I said, you never know what opportunities could present themselves. And shout out to Pete. I don't know if Pete is in here. That's
that's DraftKings now, right?
DraftKings. DraftKings.
Like that. Yeah.
Shout out to him, man, because again, he put me on to TD.
Yeah. And he was hounding me for like 3 weeks. You got to link up with Engraven. And I didn't even know what he was talking about. Pete be talking crazy stuff sometimes. But when he finally sent the link, I checked it out and I was immediately like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you doing this. And like you were talking about earlier, man, you never know. I appreciate your positivity. I appreciate all y'all positivity on here, man. Even you, Finsanity, when you get on Ryan Fitzpatrick and whatnot. But anyway, I appreciate all you guys, all your positivity.
You're in trouble.
Because with that positivity, it may be second nature to you, but you never know who's watching, and you never know what type of impact you can have on somebody. You could literally change somebody's life from because they may be going through some tough times. Because I know you've got messages, TD. I'm sure, Dougie, I'm sure you got messages too from people, emails and whatnot. People could be going through a very, very rough time. So they may come on to YouTube. They may just be down, and they may just going through their subscriptions and whatnot. Your video pops up. Oh man, and just your vibe, your energy, it could change the entire day. Even if it doesn't change the entire day, it could just change the entire mindset and just have them do a complete 180 and they be heading in another direction, man. So keep up that positivity. Y'all just keep doing your thing. Of course, y'all know we're gonna link more. Hopefully we can get a little Ravens Dolphins playoff game. That'd be nice. But
y'all gotta make it this year first.
Huh?
Y'all gotta make it this year first.
We do.
We're gonna do our part.
And as long as it's nothing like 2008, I'm fine with that.
Oh man, shout out to Chad Pennington, right? But yeah, man.
Hey, Doug, Lamar Jackson plays for them now, so the playoffs,
that's right.
You ain't got to worry about it.
That's right.
You don't have
we just got to stop the run.
Bro.
That's it. Okay, cool.
No, we need a Lamar Jackson playoff game down here in South Florida. Then he'll be straight.
Jackson versus
Tua. We need an away playoff game. We don't need to be in Baltimore for the playoff. Need to be away. So, but no, it's all good. But no, I appreciate all y'all on here, man. Shout out to everybody in the comment section too, because they been showing crazy love, man. Shout out to Joseph. I know he just subscribed. I just got the notification a little while ago, so I appreciate that. Thank you for that, and just thank you. Thank all of y'all, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go over Engraven Vids. Y'all already know what time it is with Doug Did Do Wrong, DDW. Y'all show your love and support, man, because these guys are family, man. They do their thing all the time. So it ain't just about this channel. It's about supporting our entire family, man. And we all are a family, man. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Phins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphins fans. We are out. Engraven dodging me and Madden like Lamar dodges playoff victories, baby. Y'all see he wanted to ignore that. I'll see you.
Man.
Hey, don't fall asleep this weekend, Engraven. We doing it again this weekend.
I got you.
Come take your L. Come take your L like a man.
Don't do it, TD.
Come take your L.
Let's run it.
Listen, the opening line is minus 14 Engraven.
Let me give you that K flexing, man. Let me give you that K flexing, man.
No, minus 14 opening line. I'm not even gonna give him the half because I know he's gonna cover that 14 easy.
Yeah.
Engraven.
Hey, y'all don't forget. My bad to cut y'all, but don't forget, y'all continue to keep K flexing in your prayers. Y'all remember not too long ago he just lost his father, so y'all make sure y'all continue to keep him in your prayers. He is family, guys. So again, whenever you get a chance, stop over to his channel. Know he probably hasn't been posting much, but just drop in one of them comment section and make sure you remind him that he is loved and the Dolphins community love him. All right. So y'all make sure y'all take some time to do that. All right. So my bad for saying it. I just had to make sure I got that out there.
Oh no,
right?
listen, I'm just trying to make it interesting for this weekend. Engraven -14. I would love to see how many come in for you, TD.
Engraven -14.
-14. That's
who he playing?
That's
who
the
he
opening
playing?
line.
Lamar Jackson in the playoffs?
Listen,
I mean,
we saw you.
Y'all making a lot of sense right now.
We saw you though. Like we all saw you. Like
he playing Lamar in the playoffs on a 4th and 1 3 times in a row.
Ooh.
Listen.
Lamar can't get 1 yard 3 times in a row.
It won't be close, TD.
I ain't want to do this because I love y'all. This is only for TD. This ain't for the rest of y'all. But
should I take my headphones off?
Y'all, so you know I handle it, dog. You know I be handling it, dog.
Hold up. How many yards did the Dolphins get in the playoffs?
Huh?
How many yards did the Dolphins get in the playoffs this year?
How many ever Tannehill got?
No. He's long gone. He's long gone, man.
Hey, listen. We ain't gonna live in the past no more, Engraven. We gonna end it right there. All right. Hey, y'all still lost to Tannehill, but anyway, the Dolphins polished Tannehill. Man, let me get out of here, man. Y'all gonna keep me up all night, but I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Get it, man.
All right.
See y'all next time, man.
Peace.
Oh, dang it, TD's still alive.